With a Seoul-Washington summit set for the end of the month, the nation's top office is making it clear to the United States the decision to postpone the full deployment of THAAD does not equate to any intent to change the agreement. Connyoung reports from the presidential office of Cheong Wa Dae.
No intent whatsoever to change the fundamental terms of Seoul-Washington agreement over the deployment of THAAD, reaffirmed South Korean President Moon Jae-in's chief national security advisor.
The decision on THAAD was made to protect South Korea and the U.S. forces in Korea in the face of growing threats from North Korea. Just because there is a new administration in office, we do not intend to take it lightly and will continue to work closely with Washington on the matter.
In a rare news briefing Friday, Connyoung made clear that Seoul's decision to hold off the full deployment of the U.S. anti-missile system pending a review of environmental impact is purely a domestic measure for the sake of ensuring a democratic process. The Korea diplomat turned security chief also briefed the public on the progress of preparation work for President Moon's first bilateral summit with his U.S. counterpart set for the end of this month.
As this will be the first meeting between the two heads of state, both from fairly new administrations, it will be a great opportunity for the leaders to build close and stable ties based on trust. The two leaders will likely discuss a wide range of issues from improving South Korea-U.S. alliance, resolving North Korea's nuclear problem, and making joint efforts to bring peace on the Korean peninsula.
The date and agenda of the summit will be disclosed sometime next week after the two allies have fine-tuned the final details. Roughly a month since taking office, the Moon Jae-in administration finds itself between a rock and a hard place in regard to diplomacy. Just how the Moon Jae-in administration will toe the fine line between the U.S. and China with exceptional finesse, smooth out the thorny relations with Japan over Tokyo's wartime sex slavery agreement, and deal with North Korea problem remain to be seen. But a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and for President Moon Jae-in, the Seoul-Washington summit will be the first test of diplomacy, only to be followed by another on the G20 stage a few days later. Connyoung, Arirang News.